Hello, friends. I'm so excited to see all of you today. You might remember last week, Pastor Wendy was talking about some kayakers who washed ashore on her island. Well, that's me. I was out kayaking last weekend and it got a little bit dark and stormy, and I got really lost and it ended up here. So it ended up working out because this week, Pastor Wendy is actually out exploring another part of the island really far away. So she asked me if I could talk to you today. I was really excited to do that because I really miss all of you. And I can't wait till we can be together again. I was thinking, we have been on our desert islands for a really long time. And it's hard to just sit and wait. This virus is causing a lot of sadness and loneliness in our world, and you might be feeling some of that. Or maybe there's something else going on in your life that's really difficult. For me, when those kinds of things come up, it's really easy to just wonder where God is and what He's doing. This isn't the way life is supposed to be. And so we just wonder if God has maybe forgotten us. Well, our psalm for the week is Psalm 13, and I want to read it to you guys. It was written by King David, who was the shepherd boy who defeated Goliath and then later became the king of Israel. He had a lot of really great things happen in his life, like becoming the king or defeating Goliath. But you know what? He also had a lot of really hard and difficult things too, just like everybody. We all have some good things and some really hard things too. One of the things I love about this psalm is just how honest it is. You'll hear it when I read it. When David wrote this psalm, he must have been going through something really difficult, and he tells God exactly how he's feeling. See if you can listen and hear some of those things. How long, O Lord? Will you forget me forever? How long will you hide your face from me? How long must I take counsel in my soul and have sorrow in my heart all the day? How long shall my enemy be exalted over me? Consider and answer me, O Lord my God. Light on my eyes, lest I sleep the sleep of death, lest my enemy say, I have prevailed over him, lest my foes rejoice because I am shaken. But I have trusted in your steadfast love. My heart shall rejoice in your salvation. I will sing to the Lord because he has dealt bountifully with me. Wait a minute. Did you hear that? At the end, David said something a little crazy. He said, my heart will rejoice and I will sing to the Lord. Can you imagine trying to sing and be really joyful when something's really difficult? That's not usually what we feel like doing, is it? That's definitely not what I feel like doing. But because we know and have trusted in God's steadfast, faithful love, we have a job to do in the middle of really hard times. We get to sing. And when you think about it, that is such a gift. That God doesn't tell us to go and try to fix our circumstances and go make things better because things aren't the way they're supposed to be. We're just supposed to sing to Him and be thankful. It can be really hard though. When things are really difficult, we might need reminders of the things that God has done for us. So, I like to keep a little thankful jar. Well, this is kind of a big jar. I need to fill it up a little bit more. But whenever I think of something that God has done for me, I like to write on a little piece of paper and put it in this jar. And then when I'm really sad or have a bad day or something like I'm stuck at home in my island for months because of this sickness that's going around and I can't see all my friends and I feel lonely, then I like to pull things out of this jar and remind myself all the things that God has done for me. Another fun thing could be to make a painting of something that reminds you of God's faithful love, like this lighthouse. This lighthouse is a little bit like God's love because it shows us the way even when times are really dark and stormy. I'm really thankful that Pastor Wendy's island had a lighthouse so I could find my way and I didn't run into the rocks. So that's another way that I can remind myself of God's faithful love. So take a look at the activities for this week and see how many things you can come up with on your own thankful list. And I want to remind us all too, something we can do together even though we're apart. Let's keep singing to the Lord even though we're apart. In fact, that's one of the activities for this week. Grab your family and sing a song of praise to the Lord. Because even when we don't feel like it, that's the job we have to do. And that will remind us of God's steadfast, faithful love to us. I love you all, and I can't wait to see you soon.